Yo guys, what's up? Perspectivity here, and today I'm bringing you the third episode of Katawa Shoujo. Sorry. But yeah, today we are gonna be more interactive with the class. As yesterday's episode, we met two new characters. Can't remember the names at the moment, but I hope we will see more of them anyway as we go along. And we probably gonna meet two new characters. So yeah, and one is the classmate and the other one is not a classmate. But yeah, we will see how it goes. So let's load up. There. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Micha are really capable. Those are the shouters. They are quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Micha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period, and it's time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Micha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Hisao, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems to be spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big window open to the courtyard towards the main gate. I would like to have had more people here in this image, because as you can hear, if I'm just stay quiet, you can hear a lot of people talking and chattering. So it would have been more appropriate if we had more people in the image. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Micha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seem great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice! It feels like I'm back at the hospital eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patient. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Micha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand sign language, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want something else? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. Ask about Shizune's deafness. Ask about the library. I think I got everything I need to know. I do wonder what we should go on. Deafness, that's a personal subject, and sure I might want to learn more about her, but it can be a bit of a touchy subject, so I don't know. Ask about the library. I do love books. Hisao love books, so that's another thing. I think I got everything I need to know. We don't know really much about this school, so I don't think we need to know. So I'm gonna go with the deafness today. Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her. But I can't really ask about something that's personal, or can I? I can't come up with anything else to ask, so I just focus on my food while the girls talk between themselves. Micha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideway glances at me, but Micha refrains from translating. Maybe they'll talk about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice the conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Micha crashes into the room with with the elegance of a rhinoceros. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from the presence. Micha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students, and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me feel like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for today. Beside me, Micha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Micha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hishan. We got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wait, the teacher said I had to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girl makes their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamakuni Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with text head nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cups lingering around on the desk. Hello there! What can I do for you today? He's a young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheek wash the impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just a nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in the vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Oh well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, most physical therapy and such. There's always someone from our staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said that. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nerves know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark grey laminated floors, and all the equipment you expect from a school nerd office. Even the ridiculous education posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similar thick files and opens it. So, you already have a medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rush stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you from refrain doing that, at least for the time being. Oh? My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick the ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his paper with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need really, I heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over his papers one more time and sets them on a desk, obviously contents. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students. I watch people coming out of school, going towards the gates or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The awareness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There is a garden of sorts between school and the dorms, shrubbery flowers and the overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I pushed forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from pockets. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallway. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick "hello" before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall I spy room 119. The nameplate of the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just two of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is everyone home? Anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open, and we're gonna meet a new person, and he's special. I promise you that. A bespectable boy standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intensely through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who? No, I need to give him a good voice. Who's this? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hisao Nakai, I'm moving into the next door. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh! Sup dude, the name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hands and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust these chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search for the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. The bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no once room impersonal like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. I notice pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hichan. We unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mum and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me from wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day too. I still am, I think. Damn, I had to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottle of medication neatly arranged on my night table catches my eye. I picked one up and shake it just to hear the content rattle inside and then read the Ludon pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Wow, that's harsh. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosage. I lie down again, feeling the hollow and uncertainty. After that, I keep staring into the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the shield that buzzes for room temperature here. Soon the light shade of darkness that is the scene looks like everything does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beacons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further. I keep drifting further away from the world anew. Sorry, the recording just shut down, so I had to pause. So sorry for the like repeat. But let's keep going for a slight bit more. I want the day to end so we can continue on a new day and the next episode. And okay, the this was interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this episode here. That was literally just 30 seconds in. Oh my god, so annoying. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this episodes, this series actually, and I hope you will look forward to the next one. The next one, we are gonna go to the library and go back to class and get to know some new people. So yeah, tell me in the comments what you think about this series, and also leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you in the next episode. So have a nice Sunday, everyone, and bye bye.